Hey guys, welcome to our first ever vlog. So today my dog will be picking out a recipe to try from the Forever Dog Life recipe book. So I started just by going through this book and looking for a few options that seemed simple enough, basic ingredients, nothing too much. Once I found a few I liked, I went ahead and wrote them on note cards so I could present them to him later to choose. The options today were edible tennis balls, low-fat turkey bites, and banana honey tea biscuits. All of them sounded like a lot of fun to make. So I just went ahead and showed him, and he booped the middle one first, so I figured we could do that. But also, my dog is super shy, and I just wanted to kind of test that theory again to make sure that's the one we were doing. So here you see me just kind of putting him in a place so I can set up the options and struggling a little bit with making sure it's all on camera. And believe it or not, he went for the same card. So it looks like we are doing some low-fat turkey bites. You can screenshot or pause any of these pages for the recipes if you will be following along with us today. Otherwise, let's go ahead and grab our keys and head to the store. So luckily this only has 3 ingredients, some lean turkey. Next we need our cottage cheese. I stuck with the low fat. And lastly, some canned pumpkin, just 100% pumpkin puree. We're home now. I'm grabbing my bag. We can go ahead and preheat the oven to 200 and then we'll be ready to start. Now time to measure out our ingredients so it's one less thing to worry about later, and I'm all set to get started. So it's that pumpkin and cottage cheese and meat that we need ready to go. So I also went ahead and grabbed some gloves, a mixing bowl, muffin tins that are lined, and a cookie sheet. All right, hey guys, welcome to my living room. So it looks like today we will be making some low-fat turkey bites, which I'm very excited about because it has only 3 ingredients. Our first one is our pumpkin puree, 1/4 cup of that, so I already have that ready. The next one is going to be our cottage cheese. My measuring cup's a little bit broken, but 1/4 cup of cottage cheese as well. That's already measured out. The last thing we're going to need is our 99% lean ground turkey. We're actually only going to be using 1/2 pound of that, so that's only half the package. The other thing that the instructions don't call for, but that I have, are some gloves, just because we will be handling the raw meat, so just for safety. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and mix all the ingredients in our bowl, mash it up real good. Once that's ready, we're going to pop them in our little tins here, and then we're going to pop it in the oven. I currently have our oven on. It is preheating to 200 degrees, and then we'll pop it in and see what comes out. Let's go ahead and start adding these ingredients. So let's get started. I'm going to start with the pumpkin puree. Go ahead and pop that in to our little bowl. My dogs are very excited by the smell. They love pumpkin. And then I'm going to go ahead and take our cottage cheese. My dogs are drooling. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and open up our package of meat here. It's at half, so we're going to take about half of that and put that in. All right, let's get mixing. Okay, so we're all mixed up. I did some mixing by hand and then the rest just by spoon. It's still chunky, but it's all the ingredients are mixed. So the instructions say to press the mixture into muffin tins, filling them about 1/3 of the way. I'm going to start just by doing about a tablespoon in each one. And Toby is very excited to get to have these later. I'll let them lick the pumpkin spoon later. I just put all of the mixture into our tin here. I don't know what it meant by 1/3 of the way because they're looking pretty full, but we'll see if once I press them, they go down. So I'm just putting light pressure to kind of even it out. And we'll go from there. It is pretty sticky, but manageable. All right, what do you think? I think those are ready to go in the oven. I'm gonna go ahead and pop these on my actual baking sheet, just so it doesn't, in case there's any spillage, my sheet catches it. Pop it in the oven, and then we'll see how it turns out. All right, so we are at my oven. It is preheated to 200 degrees. This is what we're looking like before we go in. So nice and mushy, pumpkin-y goodness. It needs to be in for about 25 minutes, and then we will take them out and my dogs will enjoy some delicious little bites. So while our little bites are in the oven, we're gonna go ahead and start cleanup. Luckily, I have some excellent helpers with that. So I got my spoon for my little guy and then the whole cup for my bigger guy. We're gonna go ahead and give these to them. And they're sitting. Toby, can you sit? Go ahead. There you go. Good voice. Is that delicious? All right, so it's been 35 minutes and it says to cook it until it's cooked thoroughly and firm. I don't know what either of those things mean. I guess it's not like sticky, but it is still like I can push on it. I'm not sure how firm it's supposed to be. I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes and see if it gets more firm. Yeah, keep you posted. We gave it an additional 5 minutes. This is what we're looking like. I'm gonna go ahead and take them out of the oven and see if they firm up any more as it cools. And hopefully they'll be ready to eat. So we went ahead and pulled them out of the oven. They are relatively firm. Again, I'm not entirely sure how firm it's supposed to be, but we're gonna go ahead and open one of these, see how it looks. And if it looks like it needs to be cooked some more, I'll just put the whole tray back in the oven, but I'm gonna set that aside. The paper is coming off relatively clean. There's some juice here, but this is what we are looking like. All right, so we have finished baking them and our taste testers are very ready. So we're gonna go ahead and go here. Thank you, Seth. Can you spin? Oh, good job. Here you go. What do you think? Toby, can you sit? Thank you. Well, they seem to approve. They like it. I'm gonna get a little bit more. They approve.